Salut tout le monde. Okay, so le review que je vais te donner aujourd'hui comes from the house of Michel Germain, or for you English-speaking people, Michael Germain. So because Michel Germain est français, is a Frenchman, I'm gonna do my best French accent the entire duration of the video. Alright, so we have an exclusive here. So today I'm gonna do Very Sexual pour Homme by Michel Germain. So this fragrance was launched this year in 2014. And it's classed as an Oriental Woody. Kind of ironic there, since it's classed as an Oriental Woody. I'm thinking an Asian boner. I don't know. So this is as announced as seductive, inviting, and irresistible. Je pense pas. I don't think so. So the main accords are fresh, spicy, aromatic, amber, floral, citrus, and warm spicy, with the top notes being grapefruit, star anise, and cardamom. The mid is juniper berries, lavender, and violet leaf, with the base being amber, suede, and pepper. Now what I get out of this fragrance, now I'm not going to bash the fragrance, it's actually not bad. It is kind of sexy, I'm not going to lie, it's unlike my accent. But what I get out of this fragrance is, like, in the opening, I get a little bit of a clean feel with the grapefruit and the lavender, which gives it a bit of a nice touch. But a little bit down the dry down, I get a little bit of the cardamom to give it that bit of a spice. But the best part of the fragrance, or the duration, is the suede and the amber. Like, the suede is actually kind of nice. It gives it more of that sexy feel. But for some reason, I get a bit of a chocolate cocoa or cacao. Even though it's not I get a bit of a cacao kind of feel. I don't know if it's a combination of the different notes together. I have no idea. But it is a bit of a sexy fragrance. But the only problem, or the problem with this one, is that it's very light. Now when I think of Very Sexual by just the name, le nom, Very Sexual, I'm thinking like raw, rough, monkey raw sex, you know, like you're very aggressive and all that. This here should be called doucement. Sexual doucement, soft, because it is a very soft fragrance in my opinion. So the age is, I'd say 30 years and younger, for just because the majority of the people that I find, you know what, the house in general, I find caters more so to the younger market. But you know what, you could be a 50-year-old and wear this. I've asked some of the 50-year-old ladies at work, and they actually do like it. The occasions or occasion, I'd say dates, and pretty much when you're going to get sexual with your partner. So it's not a very versatile fragrance. You know, like you could wear it to school if you want, but I think it does better at night. You know, like the bottle itself is kind of dark, so la nuit, you know, dark nighttime. Longevity. Okay, so the longevity was not all that great. So you do pay for what you get for, but trust me, I paid a little bit more money than what I should have. I only got 4.5 hours at the most, with maybe about an hour, if that, of projection. That's why I say it should be called doucement and not Very Sexual. It's just because it is so soft and light. Now, people's thoughts on this one, they thought it was nice and pleasant, but a lot of them thought it was too soft. Now, for a sexual or a fragrance that is supposed to be sexy, they think that it should be a little bit more pronounced and a little bit louder than that. But they did find, though, even though it was a lighter, fresher fragrance, that it did have some sexiness to it, though. Prices, now you're not gonna find a deal on this because it came out this year. But I personally don't think that it's really worth the price that they're asking, especially at the department stores. Any department store you go to, whether it's a Calvin Klein, a Nazaro, Christ, even a Tom Ford, they ask more than what they should be paying. So what I actually bought this as a gift set from the Bay. They were going for a good price. I got it for deux bouteilles. Mon français, c'est pas, it's not all that good as it used to be. So 2 bottles of this were in a deodorant stick, was actually going for about $105 at the Bay. So I was like, you know what? Why the hell not? I'll give one bottle to my good friend, and the other one I could keep for myself if I like it. But you know what? The price, it's really not worth it. So for the 2 bottles and the gift set was about $55, give or take. But if you buy this by itself For 75 ml, you're looking at $77, and a 125 ml, you're looking at $97. On Michel Germain, the website, you're paying for 75 ml $65, and for a 125 ml or a 4.2 ounce is $82. Now I find because the quality is not exactly there, no disrespect, Monsieur Germain, c'est un bon fragrance, ça sent vraiment plaisant puis ça, mais la qualité c'est pas there. So, it's peut prendre un peu de temps if you could just get a little bit more time on that, spend a little bit more time to get that longevity up to the 6-7 hour mark. Now some people might get a little bit more than what I got. I only got 4 hours, 4.5 hours if that, but it's really more of a skin scent than anything. So it is a nice fragrance, but for the price that they're asking for is definitely, I think it's way too much. I think you're overpaying. So the bottle itself is actually kind of nice. It's just like all the other sexual bottles out there. It is unique. I find it's just different from a lot of the bouteilles out there. So the cap, c'est juste un plastic. Sprayer, c'est vraiment bon. Spray is very, very good. So it is a little bit sexual, or I should say sexy, the bouteille, the bottle. It's a little bit different with this little indentation in there. So guys, that is pretty much it for Michel Germain, very sexual pour noir. It's not a bad fragrance. I do suggest that you try it. A lot of people may find it's just generic, but you know what? If you're just like an everyday guy like myself, you might like it. It is pleasant, it is safe, but definitely the name is a little bit misleading with the sexual. It's very light, so I think it should be called Doucement by Michel Germain. Alright guys, so that's it. Hopefully my accent was not too off-putting for you. Hopefully it was a little bit sexy at the same time. Okay, so that's enough. I will see you guys later. Prends soin, à bientôt. Bye.